Can you hear the sound of the wind in the eucalyptus tree? Is that sound the sound of the wind, or is someone calling me? Cooey, cooey.
Good morning. I'm going to read a book called One Day in the Eucalyptus Tree. Yesterday I read about autumn and about the leaves changing colors. This is a different type of tree. One day in the leaves of the eucalyptus tree hung a scare in the air where no eye could see. When along skipped a boy with a whirly-twirly toy to the shade of the eucalyptus tree. Down, down slid the snake from the leaves of the tree and gobbled up the boy with his whirly-twirly toy one day in the eucalyptus tree. Oh, that poor boy. I'll bet, said the boy in the belly dark and deep, that you're still very hungry and there's more you can eat. Do you think, said the snake to the boy with the toy, that there's room for something yummy with you inside my tummy? Cheep, cheep, came a chirp from the leaves of the tree. Oh, a bird with a worm in a game of hide and seek. Sneaky, slidey, zipped the snake from his place in the leaves and gobbled up the bird and her ooey gooey worm one day in the eucalyptus tree. I'll bet, said the boy in the belly dark and deep, that you're still very hungry and there's more you can eat. Purr, purr, came a stir from the leaves of the tree. Oh, a cat in a nap on his furry back. Under over slid the snake from his place in the leaves, and he gobbled up the cat in his dozy cozy nap one day in the eucalyptus tree. Oh, surely, very surely, Mr. Snake, said the boy, there is room, still more room, so much more to enjoy. Crinkle, wrinkle, came a rustle from the leaves of the tree. Oh, a sloth clothed in moss, sipping leafy tea. Wiggle, waggle, stretched the snake from his place in the leaves and gobbled up the sloth, clothed in fuzzy, wuzzy moss, one day in the eucalyptus tree. Oh, my. I'll bet, said the boy in the belly dark and deep, that you're still very hungry, that there's more you can eat. Slurp, blurp, came a belch from the leaves of the tree. An ape eating grapes, lounging like a queen. Twist, twist, bent the snake from his place in the leaves, and he gobbled up the ape and her munchy bunch of grapes one day in the eucalyptus tree. Wow, a lot happens in that tree. Oh, surely, very surely, Mr. Snake, said the boy, there is room, still more room, so much more to enjoy. Munch, munch, came a crunch from the leaves of the tree. Oh, a rare kind of bear munching tasty greens. Up, snaked the snake from his place in the leaves and gobbled up the bear with the qually-wally hair. One day in the eucalyptus tree. Oh, that's a lot that he's eaten. Oh, surely, very surely, Mr. Snake, said the boy. There is room, so much room. Go ahead, please enjoy. Do you think, really, asked the snake to the boy with the toy, I should take one more bite while my tummy feels so tight? Buzz, buzz, hummed a noise from the leaves of the tree. A hive full of bees dancing happily. Creaky, eeky, inched the snake from his place in the leaves and gobbled up the hive and the bumbling bees inside one day in the eucalyptus tree. Ooh, that snake is getting big. I'll bet, said the boy in the belly dark and deep, that you're still very hungry, that there's more that you can eat. No, said the snake. Oh, surely, very surely, Mr. Snake, said the boy. There is room, still more room. No, said the snake. Something small? Asked the boy. Hissed the snake from his place in the leaves. A fruit, a small fruit swaying in the breeze. And on that piece of fruit, that plummy chummy fruit, was a teeny tiny fly. Gulp. He ate one more thing. Gurgle, gurgle came a blurble from that belly deep and full. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Burp, belch. Blah! Look at all those animals coming out. Oh my goodness, when he burped. Out whizzed the fly, out rolled the fruit, out buzzed the hive, out ran the bear, out swung the ape, out slunk the sloth, out dashed the cat, out flew the bird, out slimed the worm, and out skipped the boy with his whirly-twirly toy, and... Oh, moaned the snake, I have a crummy tummy ache. One day in the eucalyptus tree. Everybody was set free. Uh-oh, watch out. What do you see there? Be careful by the eucalyptus tree. Oh my, what a fun story that was. And I'm going to read one more chapter today called Mr. President. Once again, Lincoln asked Douglas to debate him. This time, Douglas had to accept. In 1858, 7 debates were held in different towns all over Illinois. The main issue was slavery. People poured in from neighboring states to listen. The whole country followed the Lincoln-Douglas debates in the newspapers. Reporters wrote down every word each man said. Lincoln and Douglas made comical opponents. Douglas was short, round, and dignified. His nickname was the Little Giant because he dressed elegantly and had a rich, deep voice. Lincoln was tall, thin, and awkward. He still dressed like a farmer and had a high, thin voice. Douglas traveled to the debates in a private carriage. Lincoln rode the train with everyone else, joking and chatting. But both men were skilled speakers. And there's a picture of them debating. People disagreed about who had won the debates, and Lincoln lost the Senate election again. But he had become famous. He was invited to lecture on slavery in New York City. He won over the huge crowd with his passion and simple, logical arguments. This was his first public appearance on the East Coast, the center of political power in the United States. While Lincoln was making a name for himself, the country was moving toward a crisis. States in the South talked about leaving the United States to form their own country. President Buchanan was a weak leader who didn't know how to control the South. He couldn't even keep the support of his own party. In 1860, the Democratic Party could not agree on whom to support for president. They were split between Stephen Douglas and another candidate. The Republican Party chose Lincoln as their candidate for president. They called him the rail candidate because he had split rails as a boy. The names told people that he was an ordinary, hardworking man just like them. He did very little campaigning. He didn't really expect to win. And on the night of the election, Lincoln and his fellow Republicans crowded into the state capitol. News about the election kept coming in by telegraph. At 2 a.m., the result was certain. Because the Democratic Party was divided between 2 candidates, Lincoln had won more votes than any other candidate. Mary was thrilled. She had always wanted to be the wife of a president, but Lincoln could not sleep. I then felt as I never had before the responsibility that was upon me, he said. He was an unlikely president. He'd only had 1 year of school. He had almost no experience in national government. He wasn't a war hero. He'd spent his whole life in pioneer towns. He'd been defeated every time he ran for the Senate. He didn't even know exactly what a president did. And now suddenly, he was the 16th president of the United States. And this is his signs that were up. Abraham Lincoln, the rail candidate for president in 1860. And this was the newspaper announcing that Lincoln won and was going to be the president. During the campaign, an 11-year-old girl named Grace Bedell had written to him. She said she thought he'd look more like a president if he had a beard. So do you know what Lincoln did? He grew a beard so he could look more like a president. And the next chapter is called The Civil War. Abraham Lincoln, though, our 16th president, just a wonderful and great man. So we're going to stop there, and I'm going to say good night. I'm going to throw you all a kiss. Let's see. Mwah, mwah, and there's one for you. Mwah, mwah, one for you. Bye. I love you.
Amen.